is focalizing on 180 degrees concept which you need to know when you are a filmmaker or photographer. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because you like a reader, you need to think twice about the time you are using with your student. Here, students use 2 hours. Every day. After 2 hours, you go. Means when you come to study here, on the reception, what they told you before, they tell you that you will use 2 hours of your choice. You will study 1 month. 1 month with maybe 22 days because there is a weekend. Weekend is not yours because there is another program of weekend. When you check 5 days, make about 4 weeks in 1 month. It is 22 days or maybe 24. But in that 24 days, with 2 hours, you are able to know the essential theory of photography and full practice because you can use 1 hour and make a practice. 1 hour and make practice because it's their own. So and after 1 month, you can be a good photographer who knows what you want to do. So I know that with your practice of going in the wild, in the forest to make photographs of animals, you can be more that. But there is no difference. You needed to change the lens because of telephoto, prime lens and the wide lens, because of what you wanted to take. But someone who take a photograph of animals and someone who make a photograph of human being, and someone who make a photograph of sport, you can teach someone in photography and be polyvalent. To be polyvalent, to be all over. What is that? When you are photography, sport, you are always think about shutter speed. When you are making humanitarian, you think about white balance, essentially. When you make a photograph of wild, you need to know the depth of the field, in order to focalize it, to focus on it, and to know to manage the focal length, and to know to change the lens because of interval you want to use. So it means that the spectrum of you are differentiated, you are in the 4 party, as I heard, that you have the sport, animals, human being, and what, and even I don't know. So it is better to differentiate it because of our department, but you know, it is the same. It is the same. So we will teach photography. We don't know if it is the animals or human being or sport. We will teach all content, all theory can help you to manipulate the camera as your car. Do you know when you are a driver, you can drive any kind of car because you know to change the gear. So it means that when you say the photograph of animals and so on, I teach photography only. But with more exercises, I know that you know what they mean, what they call the subject or object. Where you frame your content, like load of head, how you compose, head room, looking room, how you focus, how you take attention about white balance. How if it is in sport, how you can be attentive about shutter speed, how you can be attentive about ISO in order to add the writing and so on. You will teach photography theoretically and make it in practice. So it means that our special, which you can also adopt, it's short time, my friend. Short time, don't spend more time. Teaching theory and teaching practice. and send them on the field they go to make money. So in your added value, try to not eat the time of people. Teach them shortly and sell on the market.
Go to make money.
Go to make money. I don't know the term you are using, but when you said maybe 3 months. Why?
It's a verb.
Why 3 months? For short courses in school, it is for Americans because it is not the spot of the stamp of Kampala University. Also, it is not theirs. It is for all over the world. So this book you are using it. So I wanted to read this here in order to say to know that the spot of you are seeing this portfolio. Did we use the grammar? So here you can read here and explain it to your student. People read the picture as they read the phrase and something like that. So you see here, there's some two. This one, this page. This one. This is the foundation of what you see. What? That is what. Means when you are framing. When you are blending, you think how and what. Yeah, you can read them. Or the on half of them. You can read it.
Let me read for you this. How do you see? What do we see? There are two fundamentals to consider prior to any study of moving pictures. They are, what do we see? How do we see it? There is a bigger difference between what an audience thinks it sees and what it actually sees. Moving picture makers have what used this difference very successfully, and over years have refined it almost science. To the audience how to understand their pictures and have developed a visual film language which the audience has come to accept. And hardly ever to reality. Reality, said the director, what's reality got to do with I am making a film? The introduction says that people read pictures as they do words and pictures. Like sentences have their own grammar. Once that grammar is changed or omitted, either by design or ignorance, then many elements in the complex process of perception, of reading and understanding themselves changed. We see things in a certain way, not by accident, but because we have learned to read the pictures. The learning process in some countries might be a form of visual education, and in other countries it may be more hazard. Nevertheless, the learning and the reading process takes place, but just because we can read the picture does not mean we can understand it. In many art forms, it is not prerequisite that the artist must communicate, but film and TV is made to be watched. Consequently, it attempts to communicate by pictures and sounds. What we try to say in pictures is often read by the audience differently. To make pictures more understandable, picture makers have developed a series of visual clues about size, shape, position, direction, etc. These visual clues involved when two-dimensional images begin in the caves 12,000 years ago. Today, with electronic images, the visual clues have become more subtle and the visual language more complex. But visual language still has a basic structure. It has its own principles, rules, and conventions, as does any other language. Visual language has its own versions of full stops, its own versions of parentheses, of chapters and columns and margins, its own versions of tenses and sentences. It has a grammar. So what I've read is all about that people can read pictures as they read words. So meaning we can communicate through pictures, through what we see, we can see a message, what we are communicating. So he was asking me that, according to what I've read here, that pictures can communicate as words do. Are they following the clear order or the criteria as it is written in the book, what you have seen on the video? Are you getting it? But according to what you have seen, the video or the portfolio and what I've read, sure you can tell a story. Not so. You can say maybe because of what I've seen, this and this and this was happening. All together. So I hope, Director, it is more essential that we go on and maybe get these books and read more and understand. Because as we started, I hope we don't have much notes information about what we are doing. So after here, maybe we shall go on and find out more information so as we can be equipped with the grammar and the things necessary for this course. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, means that the software we have a few times because we need to go to lunch. So we can continue to see the photos, but when you see photo, you can make it put a photo more than video because they are photographers. So can you see that image they put here? Follow the rules.
Yes.
Because you teach someone who can fly and you go to the United States of America. When they go there and they started to create their own career. Because our slogan, it is run, live your career. So means you need to learn and you go to your career.
Yeah.
When you go to the United States of America, are you ready to go there and start to make something amazing which cannot be ignore or complex you because you are making something different with international standard? If you create the student or trainees, train them international standard, not locally in Uganda.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tactics.
Yeah, or techniques.
Or tips.
Yeah, that I can use in editorial photography. Then another question, what if I want to make a video or a cinema? Is it the same that I can use the Adobe Premiere in editing?
Okay, thank you very much. So normally, in all kind of something exists on the world, there is some 5 questions you should ask yourself, which is techniques in videography or photography. Always when you are in shooting or you are learning something new like English or French or something, you should think about 5 questions. Where? Because when I'm going to shoot, because I'm going to speak about news,
Yes.
I should do showing the audience where we are. When you are a shooter or photographer or cameraman, you should think about it, that I'm going to show where someone is. We will think about shots. If it is maybe geographic shot or long shot, or medium or long shot, maybe I am going to show where. That's the techniques you are asked me. When you are going to show what, you need to think about also shots, which you are going to use, which is many times it is close-up shots. Because someone who may be shocking you may be sniff. Someone who watch it, you want it to create a curiosity inside there, because you think about that shot, which is the question about what with shot of close-up shots, or maybe big close-up. And also there is a question also how, if someone is fighting or quarreling, in order to show it, you need to think about the shot you can use in order to get how they are fighting or they are quarreling, but to think about the shot you can use. Also, that's the techniques. Also, you can think about it also when. Better when you are shooting any kind of small scene, you need to think about when with maybe showing the weather or the watch, or in order to show them the time that is things happen. And also, it is that 5 question. In you also in what, where, how, why also. That's the techniques. The second one, the second was it?
The second it is like if I want.
Oh no, I remember. No, normally we teach Premiere Pro because it is more complex. When you know Premiere Pro, normally logic of editing is the same. The issues, it is the grammar of the shot. There's another book which is the grammar of editing. This is the science, it is not techniques. Filmmaking is science. There is a book which is the grammar of editing. It is a sister of grammar of the shot. So if you are a teacher, you should know that kind of 2 books. Grammar of the shot and the grammar of editing. Because the chapter 3 of grammar of the editing is the repeating of the shots. So means that when you are editing, what you need is logic. It is logic. It is not the soft. It is not the matter of software. After know the logic of editing, and you know that there is rough cut, there is cut in, cut out. I don't know, project panel, sequence, something seems like that. You can use David Media Composer. You can use Final Cut. You can learn it like it might be 2 weeks or 2 days, but the logic first. You see? Someone who knows to car the canter, they can also drive also the Daihatsu, Toyota. The concept always is the pedal or the pedal of the car. So it means that what you need it is to know this grammar. This grammar, always this grammar of edit. Within this grammar, you can edit your David Media Composer, you can edit with Premiere Pro, you can edit with Final Cut, you can use the DaVinci Resolve, you can edit with iMac. Take a time to learn a few days, but you continue with editing. Yeah, thank you.
Another question?
Yeah.
Thank you. What if I have a camera and I want to show the right side, not the right side, or I want to I'm making an interview and we are 2 people, but I'm trying to show the only one person. So which angle should I use?
Thank you. Normally, when you are in shooting, what you need to think first, it is what they said, crossing line rules, which is 180-degree rules. So normally you should always think that when I'm going to shoot, I need to use one side. You see? In that one side, there is 3 opportunities of camera. There is the camera which is in 90 degree, which can help you to take 2 shots. And the second one and the third one, which can take that angle of 0 angle and the 180 degree. Means that in 180 degree, you can put the camera there, which you can move it until 150. And you bring it in 120. The third one there comes from 0, which is 0 and 180, it is neutral shot. Because you are always in the same line. When you come from 0, you come to 30. When you come from 30, you come to 60. You back there because there is a principle or many camera which is 90. When you want to break down that line, there is three exception of breaking it, which is neutral shot, close up shot, but with both. You show it when you are still here, And when you go there, and also you show it. It is that kind of exception. And the moving also. That exception, it is there. Someone who learn filmmaking, they know it.
Also cut away.
And yeah. So it means that that question you asked me, it is also, it is focalizing on 180 degrees concept, which you need to know when you are a filmmaker or photographer. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The reason forced me to also be part of the study.
Yeah.
And now that I've already reached Rwanda, I think I'm going now to be the best videographer and photographer as well. Because what I know, it needs the passion, of which what took me was the passion I had.
Yeah.
That is within me and need to be explored. And also, this one doesn't end there. It again gives more emphasis on the youth who are there and fearing themselves. Some people fear to join something because they have fear into them, as the other lady said. Bananda wabatya nga when I'm doing this. That one abasinga, they fear that. Now me, I don't fear getting more education, going from education when I'm either old or young. A good example, we have these boys here.
Yeah.
Comparing with me or my age.
Yeah.
I'm 35. If you add this one's age plus the other one, they can't make a half of my age. In studies, we do adventure.
Yeah.
At times, you go into this, you find it is not coming out the way you want it.
Yeah.
It calls you for something else that you're looking now, it is marketable.
Yeah.
So what I can tell everyone, let's not stop to try.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.